Hi, I am so excited to be one of the presenters at the 2022 Expand Online Summit. It's all about scaling beyond sessions. I'm Glory St. Germain from Ultimate Music Theory, and I'm excited to be chatting with the organizer, creator, and the brain behind this massive event. It's 4 days live online to just really kickstart the next phase of your music online studio, running from May the 9th to the 12th, and we're going to give you all the details. So welcome, Jamie. Woo!
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So hi, I'm Jamie Slutsky, and this is the third year that I'm running the Expand Online Summit for Music Educators. This is my premier event. This is where I get to showcase all the really cool things that other music teachers are doing online, whether it's with one-on-one lessons or getting into group programming, fixing up and making the back end of their business better, sending emails properly, running courses, what they're doing with social media, you name it. It's just, it makes me so excited. It's just like, it really, truly does. And I'm not a music teacher. I have not played a musical instrument since 8th grade band, but I'm a technology strategist. I have my degree in computer science, spend all of my time working with music teachers because I know the potential that online has for music education. And so my tech stuff and my insight and user experience side of things paired with what you offer, which is one of a kind music lessons. And every music teacher I have had the opportunity and privilege to speak with over several years now inspires me to no end. And I just love watching, your creatives expressing themselves and, building new businesses, new branches to their businesses online. So that's really what this is all about. And I could go on and on and on. But Glory, what questions do you know people have for me that I can, I can answer?
Yes. Well, you know what's interesting? I did a little bit of research and found that in 2021, there was over 20 million new users for online learning. 20 million. And that's just in North America. And it just goes to show you how necessary what you are offering to music educators is, that we need to learn exactly, how to expand online. One of the things that's great that you said is, you said, I'm not a music teacher. And, we all have our areas of expertise. And that's why I'm so grateful that you've created this platform. And I can tell you from our Ultimate Music Theory certified teachers and our UMTC Elite educators, it wasn't even a choice. We went online. But here's the beauty of it. We realized that, hey, teaching online is easy. It's profitable, it's engaging, it saves the planet, it saves us money. We don't have to clean up, or we can just pretend this is all beautiful here. So there's a lot of perks out here. So can you share with us, Jamie, maybe some of who's going to be speaking at the event, and how we can sign up for this event as well?
Absolutely. So be sure to follow Glory's link to the summit, because I like to know where people come from and, make sure that we're making the right connections and all of that. The summit is Expand Online Summit. It's pretty obvious what the URL is, but definitely follow Glory's link for that.
Share it in the chat when we're done.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And so I've got a great range of speakers. I have Sam Reddy from Musi. He is our one of our sponsors actually this year, which is really exciting. And Musi is a platform that I truly believe is a game changer, and because it's from a music teacher perspective and a music and musician perspective, it's a complement of something that I would never have been able to create on my own. And so I love having him, and he's speaking about, going beyond that single person session. It's a great, great conversation. I also have our mascot. This is Reno. You're going to see him throughout the summit. He likes to pop up on screen, and he pops up really, really well in my session with Glory. So be sure to check that out. I've got Lauren Bateman, who is talking about YouTube. And I mean, she's monetized her YouTube channel even in the years since I interviewed her. I interviewed her last year for the summit and I brought her back this year and she's more than doubled her subscriber base on her YouTube channel in a year.
Wow, that's
Phenomenal,
incredible.
phenomenal, phenomenal. I've got my business partner. I run a program with Brocha Kahan, and she's talking about Instagram. We run a program together. And so I wanted to make sure I showcased what her expertise is.
Mhm.
I've got Sarah Campbell and Michelle Marquardt DeVoe are talking about when to DIY, when to do it yourself,
Right?
and when to outsource, which is such an important thing because if you're doing something that's not in your zone of genius,
Yes.
why do it? Spend more time doing what you love and where you can make the impact and make the
100%.
money so that, so it's not a drain, so that your business is not a drain. There's
And
just a lot of sessions.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad that you're sharing this because I think one of the things that, especially music teachers, we have always lived in this lonely little box and maybe gone out to a meeting when they have, a conference locally, or maybe we've even done some traveling, but primarily it's been such an isolated thing and we have done everything ourselves. And now
Yes.
that most of us have been forced to expand online, we have found, wait a minute, there's a lot of things that I can learn. Maybe they're afraid to kind of step into that comfort zone of where do I find students? How do I do my marketing? How do I teach online? What
Mm-hmm.
should I do? And what should I outsource? And those are the keys. And as business owners, you and I know the value of doing what we do best and
Mm-hmm.
being passionate about it and do it to the best of our ability, but then know when to get an expert to come in and either help us learn how to do the next skill set that we want to learn, or
Right.
as you said, outsource it and then let's just move on. And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I just can't wait to jump in and hear all of these speakers as well. Who else have you got up your sleeve?
Who else have I got up my sleeve? I've got my first client in the music space. She has come back. Her name is Ariane Cap, and she's a bass guitar teacher. She is a multi six-figure course creator, online courses. And she came back to talk about, where she's taken her business because she started long before the pandemic. She was online, for a while. And we are able to really kind of talk about how to go beyond that first product and go into more things. And it's such a delightful conversation. I also have, let's see, I mean, it's up there. I've got a couple of speakers who are talking about podcasting. One of them started their podcast a while ago. And then the other one started it also during the pandemic. And so we did a roundtable conversation, just talking about all the pieces of podcasting as a vehicle to expand online, which people don't always think about because it's not on the computer. It's on the phone and you take it with you,
Yes.
but it's such a great vehicle. I got some really great, great sessions coming. I'm really excited. Obviously, I'm really excited.
It sounds amazing. I think one of the things too that I'm so excited about is that even as we look back at our profession, we're music teachers. I'm a music teacher. And then I created the Ultimate Music Theory workbooks. And then I created the Ultimate Music Theory certification course. And then I created the Ultimate Music Theory Elite Educator program. And then I created my YouTube channel. And the reason I'm sharing this is that what you are doing right now, and I had to learn everything the hard way, what you are doing right now, Jamie, is you've created this amazing platform to say, well, you know what? I've often thought about doing a podcast. Great. We'll jump into that session, right? Or you know what? Maybe I do want to create my own course. Jump into that session. So you've kind of created this little mini university of testing the waters to see if I like that. And yeah, and maybe I want to do that. So it kind of is a full palette of colors and we get to play with the crayons that you're created for us.
Yeah. You know what? When you go to the website, you're going to see lots of color.
Yes.
When this is an example of outsourcing. I had someone design my logo and color and my color palette because I wanted it to just be bright and vibrant and fun. And, so that's what we really work towards. And that's part of what it is that we have to express ourselves in our most truest way when we're online. So when, if someone who, is like, Glory is doing all this, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this. I'm going to copy.
Exactly.
No, no, no. Get inspired by. Think about what it is in you that you want to get out into the world and get inspired by Glory. Get inspired by Ben. Get inspired by Aaron. Get inspired by these people who have come to the summit to share their stories.
They
Get
have.
inspired by Tara. You're going to get inspired by her. No doubt about it. And do something that fills your heart, fuels you, that is an expression of you. Don't try and copy what other people are doing. Do something that's yours. It's
Exactly.
not a matter of coming and saying, hey, I'm going to do exactly what so and so has done, because that's not the way to express yourself. And I think it's really important to understand the difference between inspiration and copy.
Yes. And I think one of the things too, I think probably the word that we could use is modeling, and I've, in my business, I've worked with a lot of coaches that have coached me in my business growth. And for them, we often aspire to look at modeling, like if someone is doing a podcast and that really lights you up, then learn about how do they do it and what did they do it and their why, right? And then deliver your own content in your own way. But it's really an opportunity to kind of get in the mind of these brilliant presenters that you're sharing with us. And this is all happening on Monday. It's starting May the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, 4 days.
Correct.
And is it running all day? Can you tell us a little bit about how we'll be consuming this?
Yeah. So I live in the Pacific time zone. And so I wanted to make sure that I was awake when the sessions release. So they release at 5 a.m. Pacific. I'll be up within the hour.
Oh, wow.
So if there's an issue, I'll be up within the hour because I've got a teenager that I have to drive to high school.
Not to mention your little dog, Reno.
Yeah. No, that's why he's off and up. And that's why I'm like flexible. So they release at 5 a.m. Pacific. So, 8 a.m. Eastern. And they're going to be available for 48 hours. I want to give lots of time for people to watch the sessions because you have a different schedule than everybody else. Some music teachers teach only in the mornings. Some teach only in the afternoons. Some teach only after school. Some teach, this, that, whatever. And I wanted to make sure that we found lots of time and availability for people to watch. In addition to that, every day at 11 a.m. Pacific, so 2 p.m. Eastern, there is a live session. I am bringing together the speakers from the day. I'm still getting a couple of people who might be switching to a different day, bringing them together for a speaker roundtable where we can also have Q&A from the attendees. So attendees will be able to interact with me. They'll be able to interact with the other teachers, interact with each other. I'm going to make that session just a super fun, casual, maybe people will share their horror stories. Maybe people will share, what their inspiration or what their spark was. And it doesn't have to necessarily come back to what their session was about. But these experts that I've brought on, Glory, you, as well as all of the other experts, have so much more than just what you share in your session. And I wanted to provide an opportunity for us to really just see the human side and see the passionate side and live sessions do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for putting all of this together. I'm going to put all the information in the links below. So make sure that you get registered. I can't wait to see you there. I will be presenting as well as joining Miss Jamie in the live Q&A, and I'm really excited about that. So what should they prepare in order for this 4-day event?
Actually, I will be sending you a playbook. It will be coming out a couple days before the summit actually kicks off. So, and inside the playbook, it's got lots of prompts so that there's things that you can see from each of the sessions. So you can kind of plan out, okay, I definitely want to watch Glory's session because I know that this is a really important part that I'm hoping to do. And then it also might inspire you to say, you know what? I never really thought about how to use Facebook groups. Maybe I'll watch Ben's session. Maybe, because the prompts are interesting. Yes. So you can kind of plan out how you're going to spend the time and what days and times you're going to, invest in watching this. Because the one thing I can say for sure is I want everybody to implement something from watching the summit. It is not for entertainment purposes only. It's for inspiration, motivation, and to move your business forward and do more online.
And bravo. I really appreciate you saying that. And sometimes I think we sort of take a notebook and we attend, and then the notebook closes at the end of it and we don't do anything. But I really encourage the teachers that are signing up for this event. It is a must attend. So make sure to get registered. You don't want to miss this because it's absolutely incredible. And I really want to say thank you, Jamie, because I know how much work it is to put an event together, and you've really outdone yourself. So congratulations and bravo. And I think when we think about ourselves as teachers and we have our students come in and we teach them something, and our expectations are they're going to implement what they've learned so that they can grow musically. And that's exactly what you're about, Jamie, is you've created this platform, come to learn and then implement, right? Because you just never know. You might be one of the speakers next year. So do some big takeaways here, right, Jamie?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for helping share and spread the word about the Expand Online Summit. I can't wait to meet all of you. Definitely, if you have questions after you sign up, feel free to reach out to me.
Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Till next time, teach with passion. Bye now.